The movement must continue. See, we let it go to sleep. This movement's got to be woke up again.
Good afternoon, Plug family. I hope everyone is well. It's been one of those weeks, and thank you for tuning in on your lunch break and midday, like I always say. And I am excited. I have my dear friend here, but I'm so excited that he took his time out today to join us. I have John Shawu in the house, everyone. He is the founder of the Black Chamber of Commerce here, and I'm so excited. Now, you want to talk about somebody putting in work. Now, he puts in work, and he stays extremely busy doing the great things that he does for the Chamber and also out here in the community, and I'm so glad that you are here with me today. For those who don't know exactly who you are and what you do and what the Black Chamber does, can you tell everyone and explain to them?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for inviting me on the show. This is great, and I'm very, happy for you and your success. You've been a member of the Chamber for a while, and so this is exciting for me as well. So I'll tell you a little bit about the Chamber. So Noir Black Chamber of Commerce is the byproduct of a previous organization that I launched in early 2019. It was called Noir Black Social Group. And so around that time, I was sitting on some bank boards and city committees, and I realized that there wasn't a platform for Black entrepreneurs and small Black businesses to be able to come together on a monthly basis and to be able to learn basic business education. So I launched the social group, reached out to a few individuals that I knew had businesses. They were, barbers, small Black businesses. And so we started coming together. Each month we would have a different speaker who would actually come and talk about different business practices. It could be on marketing, could be on finance, and so on. And so the group was actually growing in a positive way. So in late 2019, I launched Noir Black Chamber of Commerce. And so with that launch, we started with about 10 members, and today we have over 250 members across 16 states. So we've actually turned into a national chamber of commerce. So all of our programming is specific to national programming, where we're focused on how do we get Black America to log on and to get education. So we're headquartered in Louisville. We have our office at the NIA Center in suite number 221, that is 2900 West Broadway. And so we are actually focused on 10 pillars. So during the time we were, marching regarding Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, I was sitting at home and I was trying to figure out how does Black Louisville and the city recover.
Right.
And so I realized that, I remembered that in 2017, I sat on a city board, a committee called Resilience. The city had received a grant from the Rockefeller Foundation to be able to bring together community individuals to develop a roadmap looking at all of the shocks and stresses affecting the city. Okay. So a shock could be COVID. How do you deal with it and how do you recover? A stress could be too many jobs and not enough people to fill those jobs. So when I started thinking about this, I said the model has already been created. I just need to get a copy of that and be able to revisit that, thinking specifically about the Black community.
Well, and I'll tell you what, we're getting ready to go on break, and we're going to come back, and we're going to talk about how the Chamber and what it can do for you. Basically, the Chamber stands for Pushing Black America Forward, and that's exactly why I invited John Shawu in to explain to you guys the initiatives and programs and the resources that are out there for you. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
When you've been pastoring a congregation for 60 years, you got to be very careful who you recommend. I have experienced Spring Valley working with families that don't have the ability to pay.
No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
Positive vibes from me to you. I am LaToya with the Toy Box. Join me bi-weekly on the Plug Network Online. That's Monday nights at 7 p.m. ready to do your work. Imagine a world happy, healthy, and healed because you showed up for you. So stay plugged in.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
All right, and we're back, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville, and today's guest is John Shawu with the Black Chamber of Commerce, and we're talking about how the Chamber and what it can do for you, and some things that actually the Chamber does a lot. You know, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to own your own business. If you are looking for a house and you want to be a first-time homeowner, also, college readiness. There's a lot that the Chamber can do for you. You know, you are the plug, you are the resource, you are the network. He is the plug. He can actually, help you and your family progress on exactly the dreams and the goals that you want to achieve. And so, my question is, do you feel like we're in a crisis as Black America, Black family? Are we in a crisis? As far as
well, what I would say is that after Breonna Taylor's death and George Floyd, I think that those situations actually empowered Black people. Right. And I think that at that point we realized, based on the outcomes of right. those incidents, that we have to do it ourselves. We can't depend on anyone to do anything for us. So that's why we're seeing this emergence of all of these entrepreneurs and Black entrepreneurs and businesses, is because we realize that we can't depend on anyone else or a system. We have to make that change ourselves. So for the Chamber, I did want to talk about a few of the areas that we focus on. So pretty much the Chamber is focused on 10 particular areas. The first 4 areas, we call them pillars. We're focused on business. And so how do we support Black entrepreneurs start, small Black businesses grow, medium-sized businesses sustain through getting federal contracts, and then how do we help Black corporate professionals rise within their organization? The next 6 pillars are categorized under community. And so we called this, or we identified this as the disease. So for years now, the federal government and nonprofits in cities have been throwing money at the symptoms, but they haven't been addressing the disease. So we wanted to address the disease. So the first pillar under community is centered around Black community trauma. There is no national Black community trauma platform created. we are trying to work to establish that so that we could have education online, live conversations by experts where we can learn how to identify, work through, and move past trauma.
Right.
The second pillar is focused on how do we move our Black teens towards higher professional careers. So we want them to become doctors, lawyers, engineers, scientists, and so on. The third pillar is focused on how do we capture our non-college bound students and get them into apprenticeship and job training programs before we lose them to the system after high school.
Right.
And then the other pillar is focused on welfare reform. So how do we bring entitlement recipients to the table with lawmakers to say recipients need an option to either go to school or enroll in a job training program. As they graduate and make more money, then their services are dwindled down. Not them going out and getting an $8 an hour job and you cutting their child care and bus fare.
Right.
So what has happened over the years is welfare has created generational poverty. And so we need to break that cycle. So, and then the next two pillars are focused on, as you said, home ownership. So how do we move more Black families towards home ownership, which is the bedrock of creating generational wealth? Because once a family owns that home, now they're actually able to send their kids and their grandkids to college and all of that. So there's a way that you use the financial system to be able to benefit for generations to come. And then the last pillar is focused on connecting Black talent to corporate placement. So we are now in the process of working to establish Noir Black business clubs on university campuses, where we will teach Black students about business, entrepreneurship, intrapreneurship. If you're going to work for a company, how do you think like an entrepreneur within your company?
Right.
And then we'll teach leadership skills, public speaking. And so we think that that will be the bedrock to allowing or moving Black America forward, because we'll start seeing more successful Black students grow into business owners, professional executives, and so on. So the 10 pillars that I laid out are actually a roadmap that we use. And so this roadmap can be adopted in Houston, it could be adopted in New York, because we all face the same issues. And so so that's what we're working on, is how do we find the funding that we need to be able to move forward with launching more of these actual programs to engage the Black community. And so I think that for us, of the Black community, as I said, economic and social mobility is the key for us.
Yes, and this is why I invited him today, to keep you plugged in. To the information is out there, the resources are out there, and can you tell everyone exactly how they become a member?
Yeah, so we actually have several different membership options. You can go to Noir, and that's NOIR, B as in boy, C as in Charles, C as in cat, .org. So that's NOIRBCC.org. Once you get there, you'll see some information about the chamber, and then there'll be some membership options. Right now, until the end of the year, we do have a free membership option that you can join. Okay, and with that, you'll receive a lot of information. We have information from different cities. The Chamber is also a member of the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce, which consists of all Black chambers of commerce around the country. So we work closely with them. They create a lot of educational programs in regards to marketing, all of these different things. So there's a lot of benefits in joining Noir Black Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, it is, and I am a member, and it has helped me out a whole lot, I'm telling you. So also, there are business allies and affiliates as well.
Yes,
the chamber works
correct.
with?
And so with the chamber, we're a Black Chamber of Commerce, but then we do have non-Black members. You can join, that membership is called Friends of the Chamber.
Right.
And so they receive the same benefits as our Black members. And so we try to support them as well in their businesses, as well as trying to help them professionally move within their organization.
Wow, thank you so much.
No, thank you for having me.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And my next guest is Brandy Hill with Princess Personalized Services. And thank you for tuning in, and we're getting ready to go on break. Thanks. Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
When you've been pastoring a congregation for 60 years, you got to be very careful who you recommend. I have experienced Spring Valley working with families that don't have the ability to pay.
No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial cleaning. We educate people on compliance to get through the COVID crisis. Call us at 502-299-0714. No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Again, that's 502-299-0714.
Positive vibes from me to you. I am Latoya with the Toy Box. Join me bi-weekly on the Plug Network Online. That's Monday nights at 7 p.m. ready to do your work. Imagine a world happy, healthy, and healed because you showed up for you. So stay plugged in.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.
Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
When you've been pastoring a congregation for 60 years, you got to be very careful who you recommend. I have experienced Spring Valley working with families that don't have the ability to pay.
No Limit Cleaning. Your dirt is our business. Commercial.
Hi, my name is Renee. All right, and we're back. I am back with a beautiful, young, talented, intelligent Brandy Hill, Princess Tiana. Hey, how are you today?
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
I'm well. Thank you.
Good. That was good. No,
Thank you for stopping by.
thank you. This was amazing. When I got your message, I was like, yes, absolutely, let's go.
Great, great. You know, we've worked together before in the past. I've known you for a while now, and I'm such a fan of yours. And I tell you, all the amazing, beautiful things that you do for young women in this community, I cannot stress how important it is right now. So for those who do not know who Brandy Hill is, you're going to know by the end of this segment. She is the owner of Princess Personalized Services, and
Personalized Princess Services.
Yes, there we go. Thank you. Correct me. I apologize.
Oh, you're
And
fine.
also, you're a certified life coach as well,
I
right?
am.
Okay. So tell everyone exactly how you started this organization and why.
Okay, so Personalized Princess Services is, it's entertainment, but it's also education and enrichment. So I started in December of 2020. at the height of when the pandemic was really, really bad. People couldn't get to their families for the holidays. Packages weren't getting anywhere. And I wanted people to be able to send their family members something special that they didn't have to worry about whether they were there or not, or if it was going to get lost in the mail. So I started doing virtual services. And so you could do like a pre-recorded personalized message. You could do a baking session with Princess Tiana, things like that. I actually had the honor of sending a message from a soldier who was stationed over in Korea to her daughters in New York City, and also sending them a gift from Tiana. So making an impact just to relieve some people's, terrible situations that they were in at the time. And then once the world started to open up, I was like, well, I want to continue to do this. Like the passion was still there. And I'm really, really passionate about helping kids go after what they want to before the world tells them that they can't. Because I dealt with that. I was put in a box, and I had to go through the process of realizing that I didn't even create the box. Society created that for me. So that's now my mission, is to tell kids it's okay, whatever you're interested in, dive into those passions. Don't let the world tell you no, and don't allow anyone to put you in a box, because there's a reason you have those desires, and there's a reason God gave them to you. So you have a purpose within them. So that's what I love to do.
And you are completing your assignment, and you're fulfilling that purpose out there. I see you. You're doing some wonderful things. So Princess Tiana is, I've seen you, very beautiful. So I see the character that you're out there, and I can tell that when you are out there, because you also perform, you sing. Right?
Yes, I do.
And I've seen some of your performances, and you have a beautiful voice. But for those who are not familiar with the Princess Tiana is, it's just like when we were growing up, as young girls, there was always Barbie dolls.
Right.
It wasn't Barbie dolls that looked like us, especially with the brown skin and darker skin women. It wasn't a version of us, right? And they always made us feel a certain type of way. And Princess Tiana, basically what you do, you're bringing out a self-esteem, self-empowerment in young women, right?
Absolutely.
And so when they see you, they're like, oh my goodness, here's this black princess, and she's beautiful, she looks like me.
Exactly.
So a lot of times, because they didn't, now, times have changed. Now you have Barbie dolls and dolls with different shades of skin color
and hair,
everything, right? And to actually see you walk in the door, whether it's at the hospital or some type of event, because I've seen you. You're out there singing at events doing the national anthem. So how do the young ladies react to you when they see you dressed up as Princess Tiana?
The most common reaction from kids, you would think they run and they scream. When they see you, it's pure shock. They'll realize it, and then they'll realize it, and they'll be like, she's standing in front of me. She's real. Some have asked me, are you really Tiana? And I'm like, yes, honey, I am, because she has the whole Southern accent. But it's not even just the kids. I went at one point after an event I had. It was during the World Fest, so I went and walked through the World Fest. It was kids, it was adults, it was teenagers that wanted to take a picture, and representation does matter. So it makes such a huge impact, not just to see the cartoon. Okay, great, Disney has the first black princess. That's wonderful, but to see the actual image in front of them.
Because you're representing a positive image.
Exactly, of an entrepreneur, of somebody who came up from, a place that society told them that they couldn't. Even in the movie, literally, there's a point where she wants to buy a building, and the people are like, well, person of your background that's not your place.
Right, exactly.
Someone who literally came up from where they weren't supposed to, and now is a phenomenon. And it's not because she's a princess. That just happened to happen. In the movie, she built her own way. And then along the way, she also became a princess. So I think that's super powerful, and it's an amazing image to be a baseline to help people understand where they can go, and especially children, because they're so easily influenced. So if I
Yes.
can be that positive light and that positive influence that tells them, plants the seed and says, you can grow and be anything. Don't let people
Yes.
tell you no.
That's
That has
right.
nothing to do with you. If they think, it's unrealistic, that's for them. It's not unrealistic for you. So, yeah.
That's right. And I always tell people it only takes one. That's all it
Absolutely.
takes. It only takes one. So how can people support what you're doing?
Oh man. So you can find me on, well, actually I have a website. It's www.personalizedprincessservices.com. On there, you can find all of my virtual and in-person services. You can find any events that I'm going to be doing. I'll be posting that as well. And then on Facebook, same thing, Personalized Princess Services. Instagram, same name. If you're on TikTok, we're getting into TikTok, and so it's going to be Personalized
right.
Princess on TikTok because that's huge. But yeah, just wherever you can find me. Also, Brandy S. Hill. You all can follow me on my regular page as well because I post there. But yeah, I'm here to help. I'm here to uplift, and it's my passion. And so the more that I can do that, the more people I can reach. I mean, I'm over the moon.
Right.
yeah.
Yes, I agree. I remember the last time I seen you, we were at the Home of the Innocents.
Oh,
Yeah, because you have a backstory, and this is and you don't really have to share that with everyone. You don't, and not to put you on the spotlight, but we all have a testimony.
Yes.
We all have a testimony.
Yes.
And we had an event at the Home of the Innocents, and I tell you, you should have seen the looks of the young ladies in the crowd, just to know that, the same things that they went through, we went through.
Right.
And we were very relatable. And the thing, like, oh my gosh, they look like me.
Yeah.
And it's real, and I can still do this, and I can still, it's just the uplifting spirit that you have, just encouraging other people is amazing. It really is, and I can see that shining glow. And that's why I like to be around positive people such as yourself. It's a powerful thing. It really is, and it's a powerful thing that you're doing. And anything that we can do here at the Plug and the Plug family, we are here to keep supporting your cause, keep doing your thing, Queen, because I see you out there, because these young ladies, they need it.
That's true, but I see you too. The whole family here, even just meeting some, like, you all are doing amazing things here. This is an amazing platform, and I mean, you're bringing the community together, and you're putting us out there so that the community knows we're here.
Yes.
And so I'm like so grateful for this platform, and for you. You are a queen. Like, you are a queen.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I appreciate
absolutely.
that. And I tell you what, guys, it has been a phenomenal month. And I want to say here, from the Plug family, Unite Louisville, the guests we have had on this show, I'm telling you, thank you so much. Keep watching. The numbers are going up. The support is just great, and just getting the information out there to you guys, and the feedback is just wonderful. Until next time, I am you. You have a good weekend and have a safe journey. Hi, my name is Renee Unique with Unite Louisville on the Plug Network Online. Check me out every Friday at noon on your lunch break. Stay connected and stay plugged in.
Are you a poet for the people? Illuminating the emotions of those who know what suffering from an unjust system feels like. Everyone doesn't have the opportunity to hold a crowd by the ears, so for us to take on that role with our God-given craft, it's only right. Are you a poet for the people? A destiny meant not for the weak. We too have suffered trials and tribulations, experienced in rebuilding what was once torn down with the words that we speak.
Positive vibes from me to you. I am Latoya with the Toy Box. Join me bi-weekly on the Plug Network Online. That's Monday nights at 7 p.m. ready to do your work. Imagine a world happy, healthy, and healed because you showed up for you. So stay plugged in.
When you've been pastoring a congregation for 60 years, You got to be very careful who you recommend. I have experienced Spring Valley working with families that don't have the ability to pay.
Changing Image Barbershop is your best choice for your family haircuts. Just off of Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center. Changing Image Barbershop has lots of parking and plenty of seats inside with a great family environment where every customer is treated professionally and like family. They specialized in the newest styles and cuts. Changing Image is the best barbershop in the Ville. They now have a braider and over 15 barbers available to you. Call them at 502-907-0010 or visit them at 2251 Hikes Lane in the Bardstown Square Shopping Center.